You had a genuinely great weekend. You know it was great because you checked the post about it 14 times. 61 likes, 2 comments, 1 from your aunt, and every time your thumb found that photo, you weren't reliving the weekend, you were confirming it happened. You're not a narcissist. You've got 300 followers, most of them near strangers. And still, some quiet part of you doesn't count a thing as real until it's been seen. Now think of the most interesting person you know. Try to find them online. You can't. A dead profile from 2019 and a photo of somebody's dog. That isn't shyness. They figured out something and they're guarding it. You used to have it too. You've been giving it away one upload at a time. The second you raise the camera, your day splits in two. There's the thing and there's the proof of the thing. And you start working for the proof. Researchers walked 2 groups through a museum. One just looked at the art. The other photographed it. Tested afterward, the photographers remembered less. Same rooms, they just weren't in them. You didn't keep the memory, you handed it to a device, and it never gave it back. Now put a second thing on top, and this one rearranges your whole life. Psychologists once found a room of kids who just drew just because they liked it. So they gave some of them a certificate every time they drew. The kids kept going. Now there was a prize. Then the prize stopped. And those kids drew less. Not just less than before, less than the kids who were never paid at all. The reward didn't add to the fun, it ate the fun. Their brains refiled drawing under something they did for a payout. And when the payout stopped, so did they. The likes are the certificate. Your actual life is the drawing. That gym streak that died at week 6, the guitar in the closet, check the timing. It usually starts dying right after it got an audience. You didn't run out of passion. Your brain found out it was getting paid and quit working for free. And here's where it stops being about your phone. The crowd doesn't stay in the app. Post long enough and it moves in with you. Now there's a question under everything you do that you never agreed to answer. How will this look? And it doesn't stop at photos. It gets into your decisions. The trip, the car, the degree, even who you dated. Some slice of each got voted on by an audience that isn't even watching. And you can't tell which choices were ever yours. Let me prove it. This one's uncomfortable, so sit with it. Picture the thing you want most right now, the real one. The body, the money, the title, the person, whatever it honestly is. Got it? Now, it's yours, exactly how you pictured. One catch. Nobody ever finds out. You can't post it, can't mention it, can't let it slip. It's completely yours and totally invisible. Do you still want it as much? That hesitation is the audience voting inside your own head. It doesn't make you shallow. It means some of what you're chasing was never really for you. You're not building a life, you're building a display. So before you go quiet and start hating yourself, hang on. This isn't vanity and it isn't weakness. For almost all of human history, being seen was survival. Whether the 100 people around you approved, decided if you ate and if anyone had your back. Caring what the group thinks isn't a flaw, it's the operating system. It was just built for a village that knew your name, not 4 billion strangers and a number that ticks up and down every few seconds. You're running ancient software on a machine built to farm you for your attention. And here's what should take some weight off your shoulders. The people who kept their lives offline aren't better than you. Plenty are just performing somewhere quieter. The real ones kept one room in the house where the audience isn't allowed in. That's the secret, and you can build that room this week. 3 moves, and I'm stopping at 3 so you actually do them. First, put the post on a timer. Not never, later. Live the whole thing through, and if you still want to share it a week later, do it. Usually the urge is just gone, which tells you who the post was really for. Second, keep one thing entirely to yourself. One goal, one project, one dumb hobby nobody finds out about until it's done. Or ever. Notice how strange it feels to build something with no applause on it. That strangeness is the point. That's what everything felt like before you had an audience. Third, run your biggest goals through that invisible test. If nobody would ever know, does it survive? The ones that make it are yours. The ones that fall apart were never goals. They were outfits, and you're allowed to take them off. One warning, because this is where people quit early. At first, it feels broken. You'll do something genuinely good, and instead of the usual little firework, there's just quiet. It happened, nobody knows, and it lands flat. That flatness isn't emptiness, it's withdrawal, and you've been feeding that habit for years. Then it turns. A workout is just a workout again. Dinner is just dinner. Less performance, somehow twice as real. And one day something great happens. Your hand reaches for the phone on reflex, and you just don't. The moment stays yours. And you rediscover a forgotten thing about yourself. You have taste. You like what you like, not because of how it would photograph. That is a private life. Look around. Almost nobody your age still has one. If that hit something real, don't scroll past it. Subscribe so the next one reaches you, because we're going to keep taking this stuff apart. Then, close the app and go have something good today that stays just yours.